I always thought I was the only person in the whole world who didn't know how to ride a bicycle. Hello, Dumela, Karibuni, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Amina Babide, cycling for fitness, fun and adventure. So today I'm with Adrian and we'll be answering to the question that you sent out on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram about how it has been for both of us on our cycling journey. First time here, thank you very much for clicking on this video. Please do not forget to subscribe. I'm very excited about today's episode. I put out a few questions on my pages on Instagram at AminaB23, on Twitter at Amina Babide, and on my Facebook page, asking you what questions that you might have had for me and my son, who is my teacher, since I learned how to ride a bicycle since the month of May during the lockdown here in Uganda. So I'm going to go through some of those questions, not through some, I'm going to go through all the questions. Where the questions are directed to Adrian, I'll invite him in and he'll answer. I'm not going to talk for him. Okay, let's go to the questions now. How about the other twin? Why is your twin sister not cycling? It's a question I get often. Surprisingly, Aisha and I learned how to ride a bicycle the same exact time, in the same 3 days, because while I was learning, she was also there. When I would get off the bicycle, she would immediately come on, but she has not taken it up as much as I have. But I don't want to force her. If it's something she feels that she cannot do quite often now, when the time is right for her to decide, she will too. And Atoli on Twitter says, oh, that's quite an inspiration. Won't Aisha try? Still on Aisha, I think Aisha will try, but right now, like I said, right now, it's not something she feels that she needs to do quite as often as I do it together with my son. And I had specific reasons as to why I took up cycling during the lockdown, but I think that will be a topic for another day. How do I join a social cycling group? Now, Ali, because I took up cycling at a time where there was so much going on with the lockdown and not so much work to do, because specifically at the job, we had been told to go home, because I was at that time working with a football club in the Uganda Premier League, and there was no activity. The league was cancelled. I pushed myself. If I want to look around, I want to join groups, what would I do? First of all, I would encourage you to check on social media, check on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever platform you're on for any cycling groups around. And then most of the social rides are conducted on the weekends. So you try to fit yourself in the times, because they usually set off very early in the morning and it's a whole day activity. Look around your neighborhood, look around your area. There are people who are enthusiastic about cycling, and it is an activity they can do in the morning as exercise, because right now I'm using it as a way to work out since I do not get a lot of time to exercise. So look around your neighborhood, look around on Facebook, search on Instagram, use the hashtags. They usually help you and they lead you to whatever you're specifically searching for. That's why I always share, if I go for a social ride, I'll let you know. If I've done it with Ultimate, if I've done it with Bread Dart, whoever I've done it with, I'll let you know, because these are groups or companies that I've also found on the social media pages. Are you a single mother? Yes, I am a single mother. Not to take credit away from the father, because he's doing a very awesome job, I also have a lot of help from my family, my immediate family, my sisters, my brothers, my mother, and the extended family, plus my son's paternal side of the family. I promise you that I would invite him to answer those specific questions because they are not my questions, they are his questions. So Adrian, the first question, you paid my little one for the training sessions. Adrian, have I paid you?
What I know mommy will pay me, and I love her so much. There are many stuff to do, like riding. That might be my surprise.
Okay, you'll surprise me with a new bicycle?
Yes, when I'm grown, like 18 or 16.
Thank you very much. Another question for Adrian. How often does Adrian piss you off, and how do you solve your issues? How often do you piss me off? Just look at me.
By disturbing her.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah, of course there is that relationship. There is a parent-child relationship. But we talk about each and everything.
Yeah,
we
and
talk
solve
about
them.
each and everything, and we solve everything. So
you shouldn't be worried.
no, it's not like they are worried, but they're just thinking, do I beat you?
No, she
Do I
doesn't.
pull your ears?
She's a good mom.
I'm a good mom. So Diana Passes asked, I have been putting off learning how to ride a bicycle, thinking I can't do it. After reading about your experience of learning how to ride as an adult, let me give it a try. Now, Diana, I always thought I was the only person in the whole world who didn't know how to ride a bicycle. Until I learned, and I had people messaging me, telling me, oh, I don't know how to ride a bicycle. How did you learn how to ride a bicycle? How long did it take you to learn? Diana, one piece of advice I can give you is that you can learn how to ride a bicycle. I had never tried. Every time I saw a bicycle, it's something that actually scared me in my 30 plus years, until something happened and I needed to do something I had never done, try something I had never tried. That's how I thought, okay, I've never tried to ride a bicycle. This could actually be the time. So Diana, the best way to, first of all, learn how to ride a bicycle is to tell yourself that you can. And in a very short time, you'll be able to ride, you'll be on the road. But you have to convince yourself. You're going to fall a number of times, but trust me, if you do not fall, you're not going to learn. This one is from my sister, my big sister, Dr. Sarah Kasoga. She asked, I wonder why you chose cycling. I don't want to discourage you, but this month alone, we have lost 2 cycling doctors being knocked down by motorists. Check Alphonse Ogada on Facebook and take extra precaution. Thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you very much for always looking out for me. And I also fear the road. I'm not cycling on the road because I know Kampala is a crazy place. We have borders, we have cars, we have our own cyclists who are not keeping in their lanes. I'm cycling off-road. What I'm interested in is the off-road cycling, and I do not do it every day. Remember, we go across the lake, or even sometimes more than 200 kilometers out of Kampala in the villages where, one, there are not so many vehicles there, and the roads are relatively flat, even if not flat, but they're not crowded. And also I take precaution. I wear my helmet whenever I have to. Whenever I wear a helmet whenever I'm cycling. Thank you very much for looking out for me, but I'm doing the best I can to take care of myself. So you don't have to worry about that. But thank you very much for picking interest in my passion. I appreciate. I need advice on how to buy a bicycle and where to buy a bicycle in Kampala, and when should I start, and what do I need to start. One, what you need to start is a bicycle and a helmet. Where can you buy a bicycle in Kampala? The most common area where bicycles are sold in Kampala is Katwe, Shibuye, that stretch. You'll find second-hand bicycles depending on your budget. Do not stretch. But also I can recommend Ultimate Cycling Uganda, where I purchased my Gorilla bike. What you asked about what you need to start, I said you need a bicycle and a helmet. I'm in my 5th month, coming to 6th month of cycling, but I didn't have padded shorts at first. I felt a lot of discomfort on the bicycle, but because when I wanted to start, I didn't have the money to purchase them, and I didn't think I actually needed them. I only got them later because I was preparing for a long trip, for a very long trip, for about 150k, 200k. That's why I eventually got them. But don't think you need them to start. Like I said, what you need to start is a bicycle, a helmet, and a mind that's going to push you. It also depends on what you want to do it for. If you want to do it for exercise, if you want to do it as cycling to work, if you want to do it as a means of getting to work, then you have to do it like yesterday. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for watching till this far. Thank you very much for your questions. Please do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to give me a like, thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram at AminaB23 and on Twitter at AminaBabidie. Always send in your questions when you have. Let me know what you want me to talk about. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Cheers.